Now, on the tax perspective, you will need to pay more tax as compared to someone who can support their expenses. If you have a job, let's take person one. Mapewa kazi, umeenda umenunua materials huko nje without ETIMS expenses. Okay? Let's say the job was 1 million. Expenses you can support are like 300,000.
300, okay. It
will be deemed those are the only expenses you incurred kwa hiyo kazi.
This is Tax Fix Podcast. I'm your host, Ibrahim Mwangi. In studio with me is CPS Sylvia Kingori. Karibu.
Asante sana Ibra.
Kwaje?
Niko poa na wewe?
Mimi niko salama. Tell us.
I've been well. I've had a nice week. I thank God. What about you?
Mimi niko sawa. Kupush tu. Nilikuwa na maswali kidogo. Kuna hii jina inaitwa ETIMS. Nimesikia sana kwa mtandao wapi. Gava. I want to understand. What is ETIMS?
What is ETIMS? Okay. That's a good question. ETIMS, basically, I can say it is an invoicing system that has been introduced by KRA, but it is not necessarily it's not a new thing. It's an advancement of technology.
Yes.
For businesses, especially businesses that had VAT obligation. Back in year 2005, the government, through KRA, introduced ETR machines.
Okay.
Hiyo ni kitambo, we had ETR machines ambazo people who had VAT obligations now are trading used to give the ETR receipts. Then from then to now, tumekuwa na advancements, technological advancements that have brought us from that ETR machine to what now we have as ETIMS.
Okay.
Yes. So ETIMS, I can say, is an invoicing system that is online. It is like a software solution introduced by KRA that allows you to invoice your customers and at the same time, it transmits that data to KRA real time or near real time.
So ni kama website, mtu ana login details nini?
Okay, kuna several types. Kuna ile ambayo you can log in online, hivyo venye unasema like a website.
Okay.
Or on a KRA website. There are very many types za ETIMS ambazo they cater for each and every business person.
Okay.
And now that you've asked, I know out there someone else is asking the same question. So yes. I think I can also explain the various types of ETIMS ambazo they exist.
Yeah.
So number one, we have kama hiyo umeuliza. Inaitwa ETIMS Lite ama online. Whereby you log in from a website. It's not a website, it's a portal. Yes, like www.etims. Even if you just Google ETIMS, itakuja. And then you access via online, whereby you have to register, which we can discuss later.
Okay, sure.
From there on, we have another type of ETIMS, ambayo it's called ETIMS client for taxpayers outside there. I'm at the business people who are dealing with products. Let me just go back a little bit and say the ETIMS online is for people who are trading in services, who have services. Yeah. But those
service kama gani?
Service ni mingi, like if you're a lawyer, a professional, you offer legal services.
Okay.
If you're an accountant like me, you offer accounting services.
Sure.
Yes. If you're a doctor, yes, you offer, those are services. Okay. But for products, you sell particular products like a phone or anything else that are products. You need ETIMS client. And this ETIMS client can be installed in a device. Yes, a computer, a laptop. Yes. So this ETIMS client allows you as a business person.
So that's a software?
Yes, it's a software.
It's a
they are all
software.
softwares.
Oh,
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Once it's installed in your computer, it allows you also to keep track of your inventory of these items, you know. So you can have those items qua system, okay? And then once you sell, it deducts like an item from the system. So you get like also a stock in or an inventory system in the ETIMS client.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. We also have ETIMS as which you can access as an app.
As an app.
Same which you can download. Yes, on your phone.
Both iPhone and Android.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And finally, we have, if you do not have internet access, you can access via a USSD code.
Wow.
That's *222#.
Kama kuangalia credit.
Okay. Kama hauna access to the internet, you can use your *222#. Okay. And the final one, you can access ETIMS via eCitizen. Okay, if you have
eCitizen.
Yes, if you have internet access, you can access via eCitizen. So what we can say is that these ETIMS has tried to bring in or to cover like all businesses and each and every business person. Mtu ambaye has access to internet, someone who has knowledge of like the technological knowledge, and one who doesn't have. If you have access to internet, you can use this. If you don't have access to internet, there's an alternative.
Both online and offline.
Exactly.
Usage. Okay.
Yes, but you see, these ETIMS will transmit your invoice to KRA or realty.
Oh.
Yes, so we can say basically it's like online.
Yeah, it's online. Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay. So I would like to know who needs ETIMS?
Okay. ETIMS, as long as you're doing business and you're trading with someone else, you have a customer, you need ETIMS. And I really want to bring this home and say each and every business person out there raises invoices in one way or another. Okay? Let's say at shops that don't have systems, they have like a book where they write the sales, like a cash sale, kitu kama hiyo.
Yeah.
Ideally, whatever it is you're doing manually right now is what ETIMS enables you to do electronically.
Oh, electronically.
Yes.
Okay.
So it is what KRA needs you to do now out of your manual system. Uifanye in now the ETIMS
the software now.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you've been doing sales, you've been trading with other business people, you've been writing them invoices, whether manually, okay, whether you are using any other kind of accounting system, maybe QuickBooks or any other accounting system, and you've been raising invoices earlier on before ETIMS. Now, the introduction of ETIMS requires you now to do the same thing, but now on the ETIMS software.
On the ETIMS software.
Yes. Okay. So that is why I'm saying it is not a new thing, ideally. It is something we have been doing.
So it's just an advancement of technology. Okay. Yes.
And when ETIMS was introduced by KRA, it was introduced so that to strengthen this issue of VAT. Originally, it was to strengthen the controls around VAT transactions.
Oh, okay.
But
for most businesses.
For most businesses, especially those with VAT.
VAT, yeah. Hata watu wenye wana VAT wanahitaji ETIMS.
Yes, Ebra.
Okay.
Hata wale watu, they do not have VAT obligation. They still need ETIMS. Because remember, I said, ETIMS is an invoicing software. So whether you have VAT obligation or you don't have VAT obligation, you still need to raise an invoice, okay, for your customers so that you get paid. Okay, for people who do not have VAT, the ETIMS solution for them is called ETIMS non-VAT. Okay. Which each business person without a VAT obligation should get ETIMS for non-VAT. This helps businesses to be able to raise invoices that are compliant, ETIMS compliant. Ni sawa, you're not charging VAT, but your invoice has to be ETIMS compliant.
Au watu wa VAT kama kina nani? Watu wenye hawalipi VAT kama kina nani?
Okay, mostly you get it. Number one, small businesses ambazo hazijafikisha the threshold ya kulipa VAT, which is 5 million per year in sales or in turnover. We also have people who are trading in exempt products. They do not need to register for VAT. Okay. Yeah. So, but they need ETIMS for non-VAT. Okay.
Non-VAT, yeah. Okay. So, how does one get on board?
How does one get on board on ETIMS? Okay. Remember, I have explained the types of ETIMS we have. So, for you to onboard on ETIMS, it's very easy. Actually, this is a KRA a while ago removed contact from anyone in KRA for you to be able to get ETIMS. So right now you just need to, if it is the online one, you just need to log in. It's very easy. You just need to, there's somewhere you'll see sign up. Okay.
Sign up.
You'll need your maybe a copy of your ID, I think, and your PIN, which you just fill in as directed on the system. If it is the ETIMS client, if you have the knowledge, you can just download it, kwa website, KRA, and you install. If you don't, just walk into any KRA office with your computer or with your laptop. They will install it for you for free.
And can you call someone in case you have a business to come and install it for you?
Yes, yes, we do. And also we do have people who come and integrate ETIMS into your existing system. If you have a system that you were using originally,
previously,
yes, now it's not ETIMS enabled, you can, you can call someone. On the KRA website, there's a list of the approved people who integrate ETIMS into your existing system.
Across the country?
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
And also, if you're a small business also, and maybe you do not want to go through the hassle of walking into any KRA office, or
wengine wajua wanaogopa wakifika pale wataitishwa pesa nini.
Yes. Actually, you can engage your accountant or any accountant near you. Yes. And they are going to walk you through this. Yes.
Okay. So, nikuwa swali lingine, wananchi says it favors big tech ready businesses.
Yes.
Wananchi wanasema ina favor sana watu wa tech.
Tech. It is not honestly true. What I can say is the information out there, maybe it's not adequate. Ama mwananchi has not been very well educated or like hajui exactly sana. But what I can say is there are ETIMS solutions for you, and despite the size of your business, despite your technological knowledge, there is an ETIMS solution for each and every one of you out there. So even if you aujui mambo ya internet, mambo ya computers and whatnot, there is the USSD one, like I've just said, the *222# hash. And it's very easy once you key in *222# and you say, okay, you'll see there's a small menu that comes. Now there is one that says KRA services. Okay, click here. It just leads you on until you raise an invoice. Yes, on your phone.
Okay, now the landlords wanasema wanalipa ushuru, monthly rental income tax. Wanahitaji ETIMS?
Okay, for landlords, there's a thing I said earlier. I said, in this day and age, it is the customer that is pushing the supplier to compliance.
Oh,
okay. So for landlords, let me first actually talk about landlords. Landlords, for example, you find landlord, you have a property. And this property, first floor, second floor, third floor, maybe. You have clients, businesses. Okay? Businesses. And maybe, actually, even let's say the whole apartment, the whole flat, you've let out to businesses. Several types of businesses, maybe shops, chainy, you have like spas, you have like lawyers, or maybe other professionals, they've rented space in your building. For such a building, you cannot term it as residential. Most landlords, or some landlords, they have such kind of property, such kind of clients, but they are filing rental, monthly rental income tax. But now you'll find that these businesses in your premise, they will need to claim, let's say, the rent they are paying to you every month. Let's say ata inenda like 20,000 a month. The least we can talk about as an example, that in a year is 240,000, yes?
Okay.
And this business needs to claim this expense. So the business will come back to you as a landlord and request you to give them an invoice. So yes, especially for landlords who have commercial properties, you need ETIMS. And you need to give your tenants ETIMS invoices. For residential, even right now, residential properties, maybe the landlords have not yet taken up ETIMS, but they are still invoicing. Because every month there's an invoice raised. Every month there's an invoice raised for rent. So what they just need to do is get ETIMS, and it's going to be very easy because mostly, especially for residential properties, it's mostly the same. Kwa sababu rent does not go up every month or reduce every month. High change. It takes a while before it changes. So yes, landlords actually need ETIMS, especially landlords that have commercial property and they're letting out to businesses.
Goodwill, deposits.
Goodwill and deposits. Okay, good question. For income, let's say like goodwill is income. You will need an invoice. But deposit is not an income. The deposit is just held, okay, by the landlord, but it is meant to be returned back to you. Okay, so this also boils down to bookkeeping. We talked about bookkeeping in our last episode. And for landlords, I think actually this is very crucial because assuming KRA does an audit to you, they will see the money coming in your bank statement. But if you don't have good books that actually show that this was deposit and not an income, because deposit is not an income. Deposit is just money held by the landlord that should be returned back to the tenant after the stay. So as a landlord, you need proper bookkeeping also to be able to capture this deposit as deposit and not an income.
So there is this guy ako kwa construction industry. Amepata tenda ya kujenga pavement. Anahitaji mchanga. Na hajapewa ETIMS. Ameenda kabaye mchanga, hajapewa ETIMS.
Okay, yeah. In the construction industry, there is that misconception out there. And it's actually a challenge that most people in the industry wanapitia. Because some of these products, some of these materials, as you've said, ballast, sand, maybe mawe, kokoto. Achana na vitu kama cement, that one you go and buy kwa hardware unapewa receipt. But these other things, especially in the jua kali industry
sector,
there's a misconception that those ones hazifai kuwa na ETIMS receipt ama hazina ETIMS receipt. Okay? But what I can say is they should have an ETIMS invoice. Suppliers or these materials should be able to register for ETIMS and be able to give ETIMS invoices to their customer. So kama your friend anafanya construction, they should follow up with the supplier. And this is one of the issues ambazo they are coming up due to ETIMS. You find that wewe, as a buyer, you'll find yourself opting to trade na mtu mwenye atakupatia an ETIMS invoice. Because that is the only expense that is valid. Okay, the ETIMS receipt shows it's valid. So now, if this guy is not giving you an ETIMS invoice, na umenunua, there is no way you can prove that you purchased this kind of materials. And construction especially is an capital, what do I say? It's an expense intensive.
Capital intensive.
No, expense intensive.
Expense intensive.
Yes, kind of business. Because, okay, pata kazi, let's say $1 million, you can find that materials will run up to more than 50%. Okay? Yeah. More than 50% of the, yes. So if you cannot be able to account for more than 50% of your expenses, you see now, ideally, it will be deemed you made so much money from that project.
Okay.
Now, on the tax perspective, you will need to pay more tax as compared to someone who can support their expenses. If you have a job, let's take person one. Mapewa kazi, umeenda umenunua materials uko nje without ETIMS expenses. Okay? Let's say the job was 1 million. Expense zenye you can support are like 300,000.
300, okay.
It will be deemed those are the only expenses you incurred kwa hiyo kazi. So profit yako ilikuwa 700,000 na you pay tax on the 700,000. But that is not true. Actually, there is nowhere you can make 70% profit in a construction business. Hakuna. As compared to someone, same job, let's say $1 million, Bob.
Okay.
The expenses, let's say 70%, okay, 70% is too much. Let's say 60%.
60. Okay.
And they can fully support their expenses. Okay, with ETIMS receipt. You bought kokoto, you pushed your supplier, nipe receipt before I pay you. We find other people are asking, what if I have an M-Pesa message ya kuonyesha nililipa kokoto?
Yeah. They will claim, when you claim,
they have a message yenye inaonyesha nililipa this person kokoto. And these messages, mostly, they are just showing I paid 50,000 to one Ibrahim. So, unless you have an invoice to support this proof of payment that you have, it's going to be very difficult. At this point, I would like to talk about a notice that KRA put out earlier this month. And they said, starting next year, 2026, there's going to be validation of expenses. That means for each and every expense you intend to claim during your return year 2025, it will have to be ETIMS supported. So what does it mean? It means you as a business, if you have expenses, you have been purchasing, you've been buying stock, you've been paying rent, you have been maybe procuring services from maybe a lawyer, an accountant, but you do not have an invoice, an ETIMS invoice to support it. You will not be able to claim these expenses.
Okay.
And what are the implications of this? The implication is that the profits that you're going to report as a business is going to be a little bit high. And not necessarily that you made that kind of profit during that year. It will be just because you cannot be able to support your expenses.
Okay.
And this is going to be strainers for businesses. From where we sit, we think, okay, number one, it was a short notice by KRA. And right now, businesses are doing what they can to get ETIMS invoices from their suppliers that they had not gotten throughout the year. But the window period is very small because there's only 1 month.
Oh, okay.
But moving forward, okay, this is something that has started. It could have some hiccups during the first year. But as we saw how ETIMS was implemented, we had hiccups when we were starting.
Resistance.
Actually, even in the carrier systems, we had some hiccups. At one time, there was the VAA, that was validation of invoices, some hiccups. But over time, we see right now, it is running seamlessly. Okay. And it's the same with this kind of process that KRA has introduced right now. We might have hiccups next year because it is new. But with time, this system, I believe it's going to work seamlessly. Okay. Because, as I say again, for one person's sales is another person's purchase. Okay? For one person's sales is another person's purchase. Yeah. And your purchase is another person's sale. So they should marry. Okay? They should correlate. So the business people moving forward should ensure that they collect ETIMS invoices from their suppliers. Okay. And also issue ETIMS invoices to your customers rather than having them come pushing you for an ETIMS invoice. Just issue an ETIMS invoice to your customer.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very profound information. So Sylvia, mi kama mkulima nalima mboga, nahitaji kupeleka mboga kwa hizi hotel kubwa kubwa. Na niko sure wataniuliza kama nimeregister kampuni, kama niko na kampuni, nitasaidika vipi?
Okay. Kama mkulima, okay? Unalima whatever unalima for commercial purposes. You want to start supply to whoever, maybe kama venye umesema, a big hotel. Yes, number one, they will ask you that question. Watakuuliza uko na kampuni, bring your documents, okay? Lazima wataangalia if you're ETIMS compliant, because as we said, Sahi, it's the customer that is pushing the supplier to compliance. Yeah. So I'd like to tell farmers, you don't need a company. You don't need a company. As long as you have a KRP, okay? Now maybe you have registered a business name, okay? You have a business name, kwa sababu pia for you to do business, you need to register.
You need to register business.
Yeah, but you don't need basically a company. And even if you have a business name, still the KRA PIN you use is yours. So even if you don't have a business name, ni wewe tu Ibra, na your own KRA PIN, na mazao yako, unapeleka to a big hotel. You need ETIMS, okay? Now you can access ETIMS via either eCitizen. Hata ile nilisema *222 *222 hash. Yes, the USSD code. You can be able, with your own KRA PIN, yako tu as Ibrahim, you can be able to raise an invoice and give this big hotel you are eyeing, supply to them, and they will pay you. Don't lose business ati kwa sababu you don't have a company ama a business name. No. ETIMS enables you to raise invoices just with your own KRA PIN.
So ni PIN tu inahitajika.
Yes. Out here we have so many businesses that are not registered and people who are trading as sole proprietors. You as an individual, you have a business, maybe hata you've not registered it, but it is very important to register your business as we talked about on our last show. But if you have not registered your business, ama you want to do such a supply, you can still use your name.
And your
Kingia pale eCitizen, you want to raise an invoice with your PIN. You just need the ID number. Ukiweka ID number yako hapo, inakutolea PIN. Let's say kama umesahau your KRA PIN, you can just use your ID number. Ukiweka ID number, itakuonyesha your KRA pin. And then you proceed and raise an invoice. Yes.
Oh, that easy.
That easy.
Okay.
Na hiyo managu yako una supply, you're paid.
Okay, what if na yule mkulima mwenye ako bara tuseme mashinani huko hajui kitu yote kuhusu ETIMS, utamsaidia aje?
Okay, kuna wale wakulima wako, they maybe wao wanalima, and then because their produce maybe iko na demand. I'll give a good example, the avocados.
Yeah.
Yes.
Green
which
gold.
Even my grandfather analima kule Ocha.
Okay.
You get, for such products, the buyers wenyewe, they come to you. They come looking for the farmers. Okay? Wanakuja wanatafuta the farmer kwa shamba yake, wanapata avocado zimekuwa. They want to buy. But sasa, if you meet my grandfather sahi umwambia mambo ya ETIMS.
Kitambo.
Itakuwa ni challenge.
Kweli.
But him, the buyers themselves, they'll need a receipt. Okay? So KRA foresaw this issue. And they introduced actually a solution, which is a buyer-initiated invoice.
Okay.
As a buyer, ukienda kununulia such a farmer, you can be able to initiate an invoice on your end. Okay, it's called a buyer-initiated invoice.
Okay. Buyer-initiated invoice.
Yes, okay. Which you initiate on your end via eCitizen, the platform. Okay, so the only thing you need from your supplier, from the farmer, ni ID number yake. Yes. You also need maybe the name, email, phone number, but those ones are not necessary. What you need is the ID number.
So ID number tu peke yake na kuonesha pin, pin.
Exactly. Okay. ID number yake is enough for you to initiate the buyer initiated invoice. So as a buyer, nimetoka wherever, Nairobi, nimekuja kutafuta avocados in your farm. I found a farmer ambaye hajawahi sikia ETIMS. Ajui mambo ya ETIMS ni gani.
Hata simu pia kama juu.
Pia simu, But mimi as a buyer, I need the invoice. Okay? So I initiate an invoice on my end. So it's easy. It's done via eCitizen. You log in as a buyer on eCitizen and follow the prompt. Utaona that part ya buyer initiated invoice. But now, there is a second step to this buyer initiated invoice. The buyer has to approve or reject. Hakutakuwa ile ati you just initiate just like that, and maybe you've not purchased from the farmer, for example. So the first step, as a buyer, you initiate the invoice on your end. But for it to be complete, the farmer has to accept the invoice on their end. Okay, so as a buyer, you initiate it via eCitizen. But remember, this is a solution for people who do not have maybe access to internet, things like that. So the farmer or the seller can approve via the USSD code.
Star
222 hash.
222 hash.
Yes, 222 hash. Which once they click on that, they can be able to follow the prompts and approve the invoice. So once they approve the invoice, now you as a buyer, you have an ETIMS invoice for your produce. Yes.
Okay.
And it's very easy. The process is there.
It's
what you need,
user-friendly also.
It's user-friendly. And what you need, number one, I've said the ID of the seller. You also need the items because you need to register the item. What is it that you've bought from this person? What is this that you've bought from this person? If it's avocados, you'll need to register. Especially if it's going to be your first time, you need to register that item on the system. And then maybe next time when you want to raise another invoice, the system will already be, the item will already be on the system.
So how different is ETIMS experience for professionals?
Okay, for professionals, I can say Okay, if I talk about professionals who are offering services and they've been maybe in the VAT threshold, they've already been compliant. Okay. For those ones, I don't think there's going to be any challenge transitioning to ETIMS. Maybe they were already in TIMS or something like that. But for professionals who are not in the VAT bracket, now we have ETIMS for non-VAT. For professionals offering services. So the difference in their experience will be in the way they invoice, okay? To which now they have to raise ETIMS invoices for their clients. Their clients will also require an ETIMS invoice for them to be able to claim this expense of a service they have purchased from them. Okay. And this is it's not really a new thing. The only new bit will be in the invoicing, because they didn't used to invoice. For example, let's say like doctors who offer services to hospitals, for example. Yeah, they used to get paid and the withholding tax would have been deducted. But most times, the hospitals did not really need an invoice, and particularly an ETIMS invoice. Okay. The same goes to professionals, maybe like lawyers. Okay. And for lawyers, we have also a part where they have client money, which is separate, but for their own income, they used to raise invoices, yes. And maybe sometimes it's just a fee note. But right now, this also comes to them as something they need to comply with. The ETIMS the ETIMS invoices now, they also need to raise ETIMS invoices for their clients. Also, keeping in mind their clients that they actually need this invoice to claim this expense, and also for themselves. Okay. So all professionals, regardless of which services you're offering, and regardless of whether you have VAT or not, and also, regardless of whether you have VAT or not, you're required to raise ETIMS invoices. Yes.
Sylvia, you're a professional. Right?
Yes. Yes. Okay. As a professional, as an accountant, as a tax consultant, I need to raise an invoice to my client. If you come and we do consultants, actually, the income part, as I said in the beginning of this our today's podcast, there is usually a record of some form of the income. In any business, and especially even for professionals, there is a record of this income. The difference is now the invoice. Okay, you see, KRA also needs to know your sales data. Okay, that's definitely basically the whole point of why we have ETIMS. If we are being honest,
for sure.
Yes. So even me, as Sylvia, okay, now as TaxAffix, we do raise invoices for our ETIMS invoices, because our clients also need to claim that they paid us for the service. Yes. And that should be applied to by all professionals, basically.
Okay. What are the benefits of using ETIMS for businesses?
Okay, businesses actually benefits from using ETIMS and integrating ETIMS into the operations. It makes the business smarter, actually. And at some point, it would actually even make it more profitable.
Okay.
Because number one, I can say, ETIMS will give you competitive advantage in that there's trust that you build both with your customers and with your suppliers. Right now, you'll find, especially big businesses and big companies, they will not trade with you if you do not have ETIMS. You're not compliant when it comes to ETIMS. Okay. So if you want growth, you don't want to lose businesses, and you want to build trust with your customer and your suppliers, ETIMS will actually give you some advantage.
Okay.
Another thing I can say is you can get a structured system, especially for businesses that are trading goods. If at all you did not have any system, let's say any inventory management system, okay, you are just doing it manually, maybe.
Kama QuickBooks hivi.
No, manually, like without any system. Unatumia tu vitabu na kukumbuka.
Okay.
And you bring in ETIMS. Let's say like ETIMS client now. You'll have a system that comes inbuilt with an inventory management system. Okay. So
that tracks your sales.
It tracks your sales. Exactly.
Okay.
And you can even be able to see where there have been leaks in your business. Why? Number one, ETIMS will force that each sale be recorded and also each purchase be recorded via ETIMS. And actually it's right now, if you purchase anything, automatically you can see on ETIMS, on your platform, on your ETIMS platform, either online, actually even on iTax, you can see the purchases increasing. Okay. So given that it demands each sale to be recorded, it demands each purchase to be recorded. So in case of any missing receipt, it will stand out. In case of any variance in stock movements versus the sales recorded, it will show. Okay, so a business that did not have this kind of system before stands also to benefit.
Okay.
And also it becomes very easy for, especially if you have VAT, for VAT returns. Nowadays, everything will be on the system as long as it has gone through the ETIMS system or the TIMS system. The sales, the purchases, credit notes, they will be on the system. And it makes returns very easy because you just go and download what you call an auto-populated return Excel sheet, which will have all your sales already on the system, all your purchases already on the system, and return becomes very easy for your business. Okay. And also it helps you with bookkeeping. You have cleaner records. You have proper invoices. So it means there's less drama in
you're planning for growth.
Yeah, you're already planning for growth and to scale. Yes. Okay. So, and this mostly applies to I don't want to say small businesses, but businesses that had not already, they did not already have this kind of systems incorporated in their businesses. Even if you have a POS or any other system, you can be able to still integrate it with ETIMS.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you need internet to operate the?
Yes.
Especially on the inventory control.
Yes. For ETIMS, you will need internet.
Okay.
The online one, you need internet to access. ETIMS client, you need internet to transmit. Okay. So if you're having an internet challenge, just raise the invoice. It will allow you to raise the invoice. And then once the internet is back, the invoices will transmit.
Okay.
By the way, thank you for that question so that we can tell our viewers. If you're having a challenge with internet, don't generate 2 invoices, 3 invoices at the same time. Ukijaribu to maybe for it to transmit. If it's not transmitting, just raise that one invoice. Once you get back connection to the internet, it will transmit.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good.
And if maybe you had done that error, the system allows you to correct it by raising a credit note. So a credit note is like a reversal of an invoice. Yes. Assuming maybe you raise an invoice with the wrong amount, you raise an invoice maybe with the wrong item, you raise an invoice with the wrong PIN number, the system allows you to correct yourself by raising a credit note. There is that allowance. Yes. So before you raise another invoice, make sure you raise the credit note so that you cancel out the invoice that you had raised before. Especially if you have VAT. Because now you see 2 invoices means double the VAT. yeah, you should also be very keen with that. Yeah.
Okay. What if my ETIMS is suspended?
Okay, that's a very good question.
What should I do?
If your ETIMS is suspended, it means one thing, that you are on something we call the special table. Yeah, there's nothing special about it. But I would like us to make another special podcast for it, whereby maybe we can be able to engage our viewers, tell them what it is, tell them what to do when you're in it, and explain more, look at the challenges that people are facing when it comes to special table. Yes, what do you think?
Perfect. Asante sana, CPA Sylvia, for your time and knowledge. And for our viewers, I hope you've learned one or two. What's your part in short?
Okay, thank you so much also for having me.
Thank you.
I know we've gone through some challenges, one or two real life scenarios on ETIMS.
Yeah.
What I can say is send us your biggest ETIMS challenge.
Yes.
Send us your biggest headaches. Is it raising the invoice? Is it any other real life scenario or challenge you're facing? And we will help you break it down.
For sure. For sure.